This morning, investigators are piecing together the actions and motives of the man who stole an empty passenger airline from Seattle-Tacoma Airport. He pulled off a series of daring maneuvers and then crashed into an island in Puget Sound. The man has now been identified as Richard Russell, and we've learned he was born in Key West but moved to Alaska with his family when he was very young. CBS 4's Jamie Yuccas has the latest.
This amateur video taken in Washington State Friday night shows how the Horizon Air turboprop plane, known as a Q400, inverts in midair, then drops down. It nearly hits the water. The 76-seat Bombardier was stolen around 8 p.m., then piloted by a Horizon Airlines employee, Richard Russell, whose job should have kept him on the ground. Brad Tilden is CEO of Alaska Air Group.
He worked his shift yesterday. We believe he was in uniform. His job is to be around airplanes.
As the plane flew erratically, an air traffic controller referred to the man flying the plane as Rich.
Hey, you think if I land this successfully, Alaska will give me a job as a pilot?
I think they would give you a job doing anything if you could pull this off.
Damn it, I'm true. People's lives are at stake here.
Now, Rich, don't say stuff like that.
Nah, I just told you I don't want to hear no one.
Within minutes, two F-15 military fighter jets scrambled from a base in Portland, intercepted the plane. About an hour after it was stolen, the saga ended in a fiery crash. No passengers were on board. The wreckage is about 40 miles southwest of the airport, on the isolated Ketron Island off the southern part of Washington's Puget Sound. Deborah Eckroat is with the NTSB.
We're lucky that it went on a very unpopulated island. It's actually on the island, not in the Puget Sound. That would have made it a lot more difficult.
The brazen act has raised serious security concerns.
How did he learn to fly this thing? How did he learn to start the engines? This is not the act of a sane, logically, rationally thinking person.
Alaska and Horizon say at the time the plane was not scheduled to fly. We now know the deceased suspect, Richard Russell, was tow certified, had full security access, and was with the company for 3.5 years. He has no known pilot's license, but was able to back out the plane, turn it 180 degrees before getting into the cockpit and taking off. Jamie Yuccas, CBS News, Seattle.
And last night, the family of Richard Russell released a statement saying they're stunned and heartbroken.
A childhood friend remarked that Bibo was loved by everyone because he was kind and gentle to each person he met. This is a complete shock to us. We are devastated by these events.
The statement also says that according to the voice recording, as we heard, Russell's intent was not to harm anyone.